What's going on, you guys? In today's video, we are in a different background, and you're probably wondering why. That is because I wanted to talk about some issues. I don't know why I keep pointing at this. I also didn't know what to do for a background video, or a background, so I just put this on my PC. Anyways, I want to talk about some of your comments, address those in the video where I asked for your help, which another thing that I'm seeing is you guys definitely prefer the Axis series a lot more than the Miata series. They do struggle to break over 100 views, so clearly you guys want to see more of the Axis build, so we will do that. I've been waiting on this to happen, but the Miatas at the Gap video, as I'm saying that, the Miatas at the Gap video finally hit 1,000 views, so thank you. Thank you all for watching that. I really appreciate that. That video took me a hella long, like a week to edit, but that's also because I have a job to go to, so still, regardless, thank you for watching that. And even continuing to watch afterwards, because I definitely have some return viewers. Now, if you would rather see Miata content over Axis content, let me know. I can keep making Miata content along with the Axis content. Alright, so at Gamer Plays J890 says maybe it's a clogged gas line or something to do with the carburetor. It could be a clogged gas line. There was a very tiny gnat that scared the shit out of me. I haven't actually thought about that being a clogged gas line. I think it does have to do with fuel in the carburetor, if it is the carburetor. Now keep in mind, it is the stock carburetor that I had put back on there. Only thing that's different is the air intake. Now, I don't think an air intake will be causing any issues because you still have to deal with the carburetor to how much it's sucking in. Whatever. We can definitely look at that though, make sure that everything seems normal. At I'm not gonna try it. Says, looks like you put a stage 1 kit on it. The issue is the idle pilot jet. If it is the stock pilot, it is probably too lean, not enough fuel. If it is the 38 pilot that comes with some stage 1 kits, it's probably too rich and flooding it idle. I did put the 38, I think it's a 38, I did upgrade it because I was like, oh, it might not be getting enough fuel. So, okay, hold on, let me back up. I didn't do this on camera, but I took apart the carburetor, the stage 1 kit carburetor, because I was like, something isn't right, let me check the float. No, I wanted to replace the jet in it, that's what it was. So I took it apart, and I noticed that the float wasn't level. It wasn't sitting up to where it was letting too much in, but it was sitting like below the line. So I decided, okay, let me put a bigger main pilot in here because I already had a 90 jet in it. So I decided to put a pilot, I guess it's the 38 pilot. It didn't have any markings on it, so it looked bigger, so I put it in. It's the only other one that the kit came with. I figured maybe they had it for a reason. Thinking that this would just kind of counteract the fact that it's not letting enough fuel in, and that did not work. That might actually be my issue in general. I have tried taking these stock parts and putting them in that stage 1 kit, that way I can have full adjustability, but I can't even remove them from the stock one, so I was just like, ah, screw it. You know, it is what it is. I can probably find a way to work around it. I can't. Now, at Nubs with Guns, Nubs with Guns says, check the valve lash and set it to spec. I can hear your rockers rattling. Now, that might be true. I think I covered this in part 1 or part 2 of the Axis rebuild. I think maybe it was part 2, I don't know. But they were really loose when I pulled, maybe it's not the rockers, the lifters. They looked, they were really loose. Like, I can, like, just jiggle them around.
Is it supposed to be that loose? I don't know.
Now, I didn't have this issue before, so you can say that I didn't do good, I didn't do bad, you can say that I messed up the motor even more than it was before, and that is because, maybe it's with how much I tightened it down, but now the lifters are banging against the valve cover, which also might be what you're hearing. They also say to make sure that I have the correct jet. I don't know what the correct jet is. That leads me to another thing. If we can't get it running in this video, if you have specs, like carburetor specs that you can give me, tell me them. I will run them. Even if it is stock and does not make a lot of power, let's get it running again. Let's just get it running and driving, and then we can try to learn more about how to bang more horsepower out of it. This is how you bang. Alright, whoa, no. They also say the other side of it is that the stock engines that come in these things just suck. So, which, yeah, I know, I agree with that. They also replied to where I pinned in my comments to give me advice. They said, my bike is just like yours and was a problem out of the box. Their customer service won't answer phone or emails. If they do, it's just to tell you that they are consulting Hyson only. Hyson? I don't know. Only to never get back to you. So back to Lowe's or learn to work on bikes is your only choice. Yeah. It has been past 30 days, so I don't think that they would take it back. Also not stock anymore and just has been fully rebuilt. So learning to work on bikes is my only choice, or Craigslist. At Wesley Ammon says, definitely like others have said, check the valve lash. These engines like .003 valve lash on both intake and exhaust. And it sounds like it needs a bigger main jet, like a .38 main jet. Located in the area where the bolt for the carburetor bowl takes a small flathead screwdriver to remove unless it's tamper-proof jet. Yes, it is a tamper-proof jet in the stock one, not the fake Mikuni carburetor one. Which, by the way, I know it's an Amazon carburetor. It's not a legit one. I didn't have the money for a legit one, and I was like, screw it. You know, what's the worst that can happen? It's not like it's gonna blow my motor. It's just the carburetor's gonna suck eventually. And maybe that is the whole problem. But once again, I'm running the stock carburetor right now. So there's no idle adjustment, there's no air-fuel ratio adjustment. So everything that's in the last video too. So everything that you saw was with the stock carburetor. The only thing that's different is the air filter. That's why it looks different, but it's a stock carburetor. Basically what I'm gathering, well, what I want to try after reading all of these, kind of deciding for myself, put the 38 main jet in, but then put back in, I did put a 90 jet in it. Take the 90 jet out. Let's see, whatever one was just the smallest, I can tell you later, but hopefully this fixes the issue. Probably won't, but I am welcome to try that. Another thing that I want to talk about is I bought this bike. This is a brand new bike. I had these issues before I pulled the motor apart. These issues are why I pulled the motor apart, because it actually, I didn't talk about this, but it was smoking like super bad. Like you would start it up, it would be fine. You would drive a little bit and it would just start smoking, and I was like, oh, I did some research and I was like, oh no, I blew the piston rings, like that sucks. Let me buy some, let me do a full rebuild almost. Not a full rebuild, just put new piston rings on. And the piston rings were fine, as you guys saw, or may have seen. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. You can tell me what I did or did not do wrong. But I bought this bike probably maybe 6 months ago, 8 months ago, not long ago. I don't know when I bought this bike, but it hasn't been more than a year. I actually bought this bike so that way I could learn more about engines. And that's not working out how I thought it would. It has allowed me to pull apart my first motor, but I haven't learned anything. Well, I mean, I've learned a few things, like a few tricks on how to put it back together. I think I said enough. Let's go ahead. Sorry, I thought it was gonna go in the corner. Doesn't matter. Oh my god, please do it. Oh my god. Holy shit. Okay. Somebody in the comments, I knew somebody in the comments would do it, but... Oh my god, that was so cool. Alright, I've been here too long. Let's just go ahead and start working on the bike. Let me just try to make a sick transition. Editing tricks for you fucking noobs out there. Alright, so I've got a mat down and some lighting. Hopefully everything looks good. That is a massive shadow that is going to piss me off unless I fix it. It is what it is. I put a mat down. Hopefully it looks better than the nasty wood that was underneath this that you all saw in previous videos. Why are you looking at this? Well, this is the carburetor that I purchased afterwards. Also, if you're wondering about background noise, my house is right behind an interstate, so there's nothing I can do about that. It's loud, it sucks, I hate it, you might hate it. Even in post, I have trouble fixing it. I'm gonna attempt to put a different jet in here. I'm gonna put the smallest jet that I have in here. Hopefully, from my gathering, I may have misunderstood. Again, I don't know anything about engines, let alone a carburetor and how jetting works. But I will try that. I will also check out the gas line to see if that's clogged. But yeah, let's go ahead and rebuild this. You see how that's sitting up a little bit more when it should be like right there. Yeah. that's not good. What the shit? My tripod literally just fucking broke. Alright, so it's the next day. I know it's loud, there's the interstate, but finally got a new tripod. Hopefully there's no more weeble wobble. So despite it sounding like a fucking bomb going off, it's actually doing better. Alright, so I just did some research. I found out the reason that it's stuttering is because it's not getting enough fuel, which you guys, you did all tell me in all fairness. I just needed it explained differently. So let's do some more carburetor tuning. I have a general basis of what to do. Also, I don't know if I talked about it. Yes, it is a fake carburetor. It is not, or not a fake carburetor, it's a real carburetor, but it's a fake stage 1 Mikuni style. I don't know. I can link it in the Amazon thing. Don't buy it. Buy a real one. Don't do what I did. Alright, so your boy I messed up and I tuned it with the choke on. So wasn't that so fucking cool? Alright, so it is not perfect. It is better than it was. It's not perfect. It's not perfectly tuned because, to be honest, I don't know what I'm doing. But let me kind of show you the bike ripping around. I have no clue what that goes to. It goes to the headset right there. Alright you guys, that's gonna be it for this video. We didn't end up getting a lot done today, but that's alright. There's still a lot to do. For now, I'll see you in the next one, but it's getting late. I have to edit this. That's pretty much everything. I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out.